Hey guys, welcome to another video, Traders Academy. I hadn't done one in a while. Decided to go live, and yeah, so I'm stalking Clove right here, CLOV, and was trying to see if I would take some call options on this, but I don't know. It doesn't. Let me move this. Yeah, I don't know. It's trying to hold the trade line. Okay. I want to see Clove get back above VWAP and get above this downtrend resistance line. Let's take a look at NVAX. So I've got a position here on NVAX. It's not looking too great right now, but it's still holding. Go to the daily chart, and this thing has had some crazy price action. Gap down, huge gap down on earnings day, and it came back up, and it just, it just bought it all right back, and it's having a hard time here breaking that 248, 250 level. I'm looking for a breakout out of that 250 area, and I believe we could see 260 easily if we break that 250. May even go test all-time highs. That would be awesome if we could get that move maybe tomorrow. But we'll see. It's, like I said, it's been trading, it's a very volatile. But yeah, I just hope I don't get stopped out and then it makes its move. This is going to be my stop level right here on the prior day close. So UPST, we took some call options on this. I was actually wanting to take some call options on it yesterday, and it never did really give the move. It kind of just sold off, came back late in the afternoon, and it reclaimed, the down move that it had made. So I was watching it today, and as soon as it pushed above yesterday's close, I knew he just, and you can look at the volume. Look at that volume bar right here. And if you zoom out, let me show you the reason why I got in this. Look at the volume profile at the opening bell today. This was the volume from yesterday. We're not going to count this first volume bar because that's right at the open, off of earnings gap up. Naturally, it's going to be a huge volume bar. But the rest of them, I mean, you look at it and you look at today's, I mean, it's just huge interest still in the stock. So it was an aggressive trade being right at the open. But, you know, I decided to take some call options on it. And let's see, I took the 180 strike, 820 expiration, and yeah, 180 strike, 820 expiration. And got long at 678, and my stop was 172 area. And the reason I chose 172, again, it's because you put a line right here at 172, right around that level, 170, 186. So that's, you know, that was the prior day's close. This was the prior day's close right around here. Okay. But it was also pretty much the high of the day yesterday. So had a lot of resistance here, sold off, then it came back and it managed to close around that level. So I knew that, you know, this level had to hold if the stock was going to continue, if it was going to continue higher. So yeah, took the long position on that, and turned out to be pretty profitable. Took first profits at $8, and took second profits at $10.30, and I sold the rest of the position at $8.66, which you know, I mean, the option premium actually, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, hit around $12. I got a little greedy on that. I thought it had more momentum. I was looking for a test of the, you know, I took some profits, so I was holding on to some to see if we could get a test of this all-time high. We did not do that this morning. I think it still might do that. It's holding up very nice above VWAP, but I think I'm done with it for today. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Gonna still be stalking it and see like how it's getting a trade line VWAP cross here on the 15-minute chart as well. So still watching it. See what happens. Well, yeah, that was a very nice trade. Okay. On you. So I actually traded this yesterday, made very nice profits on it, on this move that it made. And so again, it was on watch today. It was earnings winner. These earnings winners, they usually tend to go higher for more than one day when they have a nice gap up like this, like, you know, this big push after earnings. So, you know, again, you know, I had it on watch for call options, and same thing, pretty much the same thing as UPST. You know, this was the close right here. So that was the close, prior day's close, around 121 area roughly. So I was looking at the price action. See, I wanted to see it break through the prior day's close. If it breaks through the prior day's close with a good increase in volume, then I would expect some follow through on the stock, you know. And so I got long on this, 125 strike, 820 expiration, $2.30. And my stop is 121 area. Again, you know, prior day's close was, let's see, 121.44. So yeah, so I'm using 121 as my stop level. And at the time, I believe I got long somewhere right in here because it was almost immediately after it broke through that level. So I'll put my entry around there. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Right there. So as soon as we broke through there, I took my position. And again, you know, I have this prior close that should act as support, but I also had 38.2 fib there. You know, once it extended there, you know, I was feeling a little bit more confident in my trade. Now this candle right here, not gonna lie, it gave me second thoughts. But you know, when I say 121 area, doesn't mean that as soon as it hits 121 or 120.95, I'm gonna stop out. You know, when I saw this candle right here, I said, well, you know, by then I got my 38.2 fib right there. You know, trade lines right underneath, VWAP's right underneath. I said, I'm going to give it just a little bit of room and see what happens. You know, you got some profit takers there. And I'm glad I did. You know, it turned out to be a very profitable trade as well. You know, took some profits at 280. You know, it's a 50-cent gain on those options. And that was at 9:16 a.m. Well, 10:16 a.m. I'm sorry, 10:16 a.m. And the reason I did that, you know, as soon as you break through these prior highs and you get a little bit of profit, you have to take, you know, you have to secure some. You know, I actually had my sell order right around here. I think it filled maybe here. No, filled on this candle. So I took some profit right there, my first profit. And you know, again, the reason I did that is because I just want to secure some just in case I'm wrong on the move. You know, sometimes you get that move, and so let's just say, you know, your options premiums have moved up 50 cents, and so you're in some nice little profit there, but you don't secure any because you want more, and you think the stock is going to go higher, but then for whatever reason it may be, sellers start coming in and dumping the stock, and then it just curls back. Now you're back at even. Now you're at a loss when you could have secured some profit to minimize your loss, or you know, get out at around even. So always take some profits on your trades. And let's see. It was I learned it was up 45% if you wanted to take your profits. I didn't get a third take profit on this. I got all out at $3.12 at 12:21 a.m. And I think it was right on this candle. No, it wasn't on that candle. My bad. Yeah, it was on this candle. So I got out right there. And, you know, again, by then it has made a pretty good move on this. I think it can go higher. But, you know, I mean, again, I'm just, you know, I want to secure my profits and live to trade another day. It's actually looking pretty good here. I was hoping to hold on for a test of this gap level, you know, around 140. I don't know. It'll be on watch the rest of the day and tomorrow and into next week and see. I'd like to get a small little pullback on the daily, and then, you know, for the next push higher. Let's go back and look at Clove. Okay, Clove. Interesting here now. Okay. Come on, baby. I know you got this. Let's see. And if I do take clove, I don't really plan on holding this too long. I'm looking at the September 17 expiration, $10 strike. I mean, we got the 200-day and the 50-day right above us, so that's going to be some hard resistance level to get through. If we manage to get through that, we got this little gap right around $12. So those are going to be some profit targets right there. And then, we got 13. I do not think we go to fill this gap. I don't think so. I don't know. We'll see. I needed to get above this downtrend resistance line first. NVAX doing its thing. Apple. Let's look at Apple. I'll take this off. I don't need that. Man, Apple looks really good. Looks really good. Could almost consider this a cup and handle pattern on the weekly. Except for these candles right here that kind of pushed up and then came back down. But you see how rounded this is? I would love to see a breakout above this level. We'll get a breakout above that. What is that? 150. Yeah, 150 area. Man, it's going to be hard to get above that 150. But if we get above that 150, I think we could see 175 very easily. Being it's a weekly chart, I think we could go test $200 level. I'd like to see another pullback to this level, 147.70 area. I would like to see a pullback to that level. See where that 15-minute. Okay, it's up. Yeah, may not see it. May not see it. Close. Okay. Let's take one more look at NVAX and we'll see what's moving. It's a buyout. Buyout. I'm gonna look at that. ACY. I like how it's still holding above this level, 3230 area. I like the increase in volume on the daily. This looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Yeah. This is also a very volatile stock. If you enter this, you know, you really have to watch your size on it. And you got to be fast. You got to be fast. Set a stop if you're not going to be watching it because it can drop just as fast as they go up, if not faster. Okay, Clove. Okay, I'm taking a position on Clove. Um, Again, I'm looking at the $10 call, 917 expiration. I like how it's getting above this downtrend resistance line. Gonna give it just a little second here, see what she does. Maybe a false push above it. Okay. Okay. We are long close. We will see what happens with this. And I totally forgot about PLTR. Check on that. Do not like what it's doing. It is PLTR. Yeah. So I got a long swing position on this. Got a nice little push after their earnings. I'll stop is this 200-day. I took a long expiration on it because I didn't want to get, stopped out prematurely. And, I wanted to have enough time that in case, I expect this to move slower than something like UPST. So, as long as it doesn't violate this 200-day, I think we're still in play, and maybe make some nice little profits. After all this consolidation right here, we got all this consolidation. If we break through to the upside, I believe we go to all-time highs. But we got to break through this level first. So that is the plan. I got October 15 expiration, $25 calls on this. So, yeah, I don't have to pay as much attention to this one unless, of course, we get a big flush. That would not be good. Come on, Clove. So on Clove, my first take profit is going to be somewhere around this level in front of the high today. And hopefully those options move pretty well by the end. It's got good volume and open interest on them, so I expect them to. The delta's pretty good on it. We'll see. We shall see. Let's look at NVAX again. Okay, NVAX looking a lot better. Still down on this position, but it's looking a lot better. Let's see. Let's check what else is moving while we're doing that. Look back at ACY. This actually doesn't look bad. The first thing I do on a stock, on any stock that I'm charting intraday, so the first thing that I do is identify the initial morning high. This level is very, very important when you're trading, in my opinion, or at least the strategies that I use. Once you identify your initial morning high, it doesn't matter if the stock is above it or below it. You got to identify your initial morning high. This is going to be resistance or support depending on where the stock is. And in this case, this should act as support. You can see it never came back down to it. But either way, you got to identify that initial morning high. And this is on a 3-minute chart. that first pullback, on that initial morning high, on the stock is going to be your initial morning high. The very first pullback. We got the high of the day. And you can see it's just hanging right there above VWAP. Take a quick look at the fibs. All right. So we got VWAP 38.2 fib lining up at $25.20. Trade line right above it. You can use this as a support level if you want to get long this stock. Let's take a look here. That's also good. This is the only thing I do not like. This candle right here with that volume bar on that pullback. And very important to always look at the daily chart, because as you can see right here, we have the 50-day right above us. So that 50-day sitting at 26.13. So I'm going to put a line there for reference, which is actually with this 23.6 fib. I'm going to take my fibs out. So now I know this is a resistance level. I want to see it get above that. By then we'll have more trade line VWAP separation. So yeah, let me see if there's any catalyst for this. I don't see any news. Okay, lagging a little bit. So it had an offering price they're offering at $20.75 per share. Okay. So that is actually a bullish, there's when you have an offering and the offering is priced within the price that it's trading, it's actually a bullish thing. Traders see it as a bullish sign for the stock. It's not like they could have done that offering. It was 10 million shares. They could have done that offering for I don't know, $10 a share. Then that would have been very bearish. Let's see. Just looking to see if there's anything else. Okay. I'm going to go back a little further. Okay. I'm going to keep this one on watch. So $26 is your 50-day. Also the IPO highs, according to this chart. If we get above that level, then this thing can push. So let me make a note of that one. Yeah, that. Check to see if they got options on that. Okay. So Open had earnings. Very nice push there. Did not get a trade in that one. Yeah. I think this could go test that 200-day if volume continues. Big move here. So very nice volume profile. Kind of move my fibs up. I would like to see a pullback to this level. I don't think we're going to see it, but we'll see. Close not looking too healthy. I believe this one also had earnings. I don't know why this is lagging today. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. So on these earnings winners, I like to take call options. That's I seem to make a substantial amount of more money on that. Leveraging call options than with the stock itself. See if I can trying to find some resistance levels on this. So we're above that. There's not much on this chart, so I'm just going to use that gap, those two gaps. So 33.60, $34 area, going to have some resistance. And then we got the IPO open. The IPO close and the IPO high, which again, they're pretty close to each other. So, okay. Not interested in that. Very low volume. Must be a earnings. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. I missed the move on this. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We got some resistance here at the $53 level with that gap resistance here. $58. I'm gonna go with $58 area. Okay. I would like to see a little pullback on this. Okay. So yeah, that is what we have. PLTR coming back up, very nice. We got Clove being Clove and NVAX. Those are my current open positions on call options. Oh, well, let's look at Tesla. Tesla broke out of this downtrend resistance line right here on the daily. I think we can see higher on this. I missed it whenever it made that move though. But yeah. Okay. Let's see. Take another look at Apple. Yeah, Apple's still strong. Okay. Be right back. Okay, close looking better. Yeah, she's looking a lot better. Oh, NVAX. Very nice. The only thing about these call options, they this drop right here just ate up that premium. So we really need to break through those. We really need to break through that 250 and extend. Um, I'd like to see more volume come in here now, but it still looks good. It still looks in play. Okay, I'd like to see Apple. See what is. Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. So Apple, we loaded up on Apple, if I'm not mistaken, around here before the split on long-term position, and it's made a very nice move. Right in this area, I kept telling people to add to your long-term, and people criticized Apple. They said it was dead. People said Apple's, you know, it's not going to do anything no more. Float's too big. They done did all they could do or whatever. I mean, it's Apple is a long-term hold for me. I've held it for years, and will continue to do so. I am stalking it to trade it though, to trade some call options on it. If we get that, if we get that break above this level, it'll really be in play. Ideally, ideally, I don't know. It's so close. I would say I'd like to get a pullback, maybe to this level or right in here, 146.50 area. That would be a little bit too much though. I think if I could get a pullback here, could start a position a little bit. It would be a little bit more of an aggressive trade on this, and you have to take plenty of time on this because the options do not move like they used to. I mean, the stock does not move like it used to because it does have a bigger float. So let's see. Yeah, we need volume to come in on close. Let's look at ACY again. Yeah, left a bit early again on you. Man, Like I said, these things they move more than we anticipate. Um, Man, it held that beautifully right there. But again, I mean, I'm not being greedy. I I just want to take some profits when profits are there. Live to trade another day. Okay, open giving us a little pullback. So open beat by 29% on EPS, 12% on revenue. I mean on sales. Okay. If I take a call option on this, it would have to be the or a possible swing. And right now, see, he's trading at 1780. So the $16 strike has the better delta, higher open interest. I'm going to say I would go with the $20 strike. It's a little bit more aggressive. A little bit more aggressive. But I do think we could go test this 200 day, which is at 2130. Yeah, might ought to go with a 1750 strike. Yeah, so that will be at the money calls. Okay, if I take this right here, it's going to be a bit more aggressive. My my thesis behind this would be that this is the new support it's going to find here, and it's not going to break this level. So VWAP's at 17, so I would say stop around $17, just in case it does break this level and touches VWAP. I would like to get one more candle to the downside. Those call options are trading for 190. Looks like, yeah, 190 on the ask. 183 is the mid price. So I would try to get filled 175, 180. Don't think we'll get 175, but might can get 180. Man, I left a lot of money on the table on this one. Yeah, definitely gonna have this one on watch for tomorrow. I don't know why my EMA is not on there. Come on, NVAX. Yeah. Okay, so we might have missed open. This PBTS is still holding, man. It's still holding there above VWAP. Got that 200-day right above it though. It's if you entered here 208, you'd have to take some profits around 220. Take your first profits around 220, just in case it doesn't break that 230, 235 area. But yeah, man, this thing's strong. I'm taking this position here on open at 145. Taking a position on open $19 strike September 17 at 145. It's a little bit more aggressive trade, so I'm going in small. Stop is going to be around 1720 area. I'm not liking this on close. Okay. Looking at D-Dog, they also had earnings on this day on the, well, it was actually on the 4th. It gapped up over on the 5th. I like this because had earnings, gapped up, pulled back. I think it can make a push higher. I think it can go and break through this high. We'll see. I'm not going to buy it here. Yeah, I'm not going to buy it here. Too choppy price action. I would like for it to close here or higher, and maybe get a pullback tomorrow to around the 130 area. If we gap down, you see the price action today. We gapped down and then we got above yesterday's close. I'd like to see similar action on that. The close was 128.20, and I can put a line right there, 128.20, and you can look. This is similar to what I did with UPST and U this morning. So you can look at the price action. We gapped down, came up, tested that level, and pulled back. Then found support, pushed back up, retested that level, broke it briefly, and closed right at it on this candle right here. Let me zoom in on this candle right here. And the next candle comes back, gaps down a little bit on a 3-minute candle and pushes. And we get that increase in volume, and it breaks through that prior day's close. Once you do that, entry, yeah, you could have entered right there, a little bit riskier, but once you do this right here, your entry would have been somewhere right around this area. And your stop, you can put your stop at the low of the day. If you miss this first entry, then you just let it go. Let it go. If it goes all the way up here, so be it. But then you let it go and you wait on your first. When you get that first pullback, right in this area, you get long. Ideally, you want to see up with that. So this was our high at that time. And you can see you got your 38.2 fib, you got your trade line, and you got your VWAP underneath. So in this case, you have two levels lining up right here, right at the same spot. But then you got this would be the primary support. But then you got your VWAP that lines up almost with your prior day's close. Those are two secondary support levels. So what I would do in this scenario is, you take your entry somewhere right in there and you put your stop at prior day's close, expecting this to hold. But just in case it doesn't, this is basically your last line in the sand. This level breaks, then the trade is over. And you would have made, and again, this is why it's so critical. If you take very close expiration, then you're going to have to be, it's an aggressive trade. So you're going to have to be aggressive with your trade, and you're going to have to take your first profit on the test or break of this high of the day. Then as it extends, take your second profit. If you have a longer expiration, and you do get some profit here, then take your first profit here, second profit here, and then you can hold. Then you can hold if he was planning on swinging this, since it's earnings, since it's earnings winter and we expect more upside. Then yeah, I would take like the September 17 expiration, and if I would have took second profit right here, I took my second profit right here, then I can easily hold, even if it violates the stop. I can easily hold to some of that position for a higher move. If it violates the low of the day, then I'm out. But you can see we put in a double bottom right there. double bottom. And that should be both 3-minute and 15-minute chart. Oh, double bottom. If I'd have been watching this would be a third entry point right here. If I if I'd have been watching this stock, which I believe I had it on. No, I didn't have it today on my options list. I've had it for the last couple of days. Anyway, if I'd have been watching it, you put in a double bottom. You got this reversal candle right here, kind of like a hammer almost, and that's your cue to get long. You can get long on this candle. You can get long on this candle. Even this candle. It's a little bit more risky on this candle, but this is the 15-minute. But you take your first profit as it extends. Always take profits because it makes it easier to hold on to that rest of that trade. Just like let's see, NVAX right now. I haven't took my first profit, so while it looks really good right here, it's having a hard time breaking through this level. If I touch this level and I get some profits, I'm going to take my first profit there just in case we get rejected off there. Because if we touch it and I don't take any profits and then we reject and we sell off like we did yesterday here, well, I'm going to be at a huge loss on those options because that's a big move to the downside. I mean, you're talking about 250 to 219. So it'll eat up the premium on them options. Still in trend. It's still in trend. Like I said, I'd like to see increasing volume here. It worries me that the volume is still light and it's consolidating here. Every time it does this, it seems to drop. I hope I don't jinx it. But I'm going to hold this. It's a risky, very, very risky trade. I said it was. I think I said it was extreme. It was extreme risk on this. Yeah, extreme risk. So if we do not break through this level today, I want to see it break through it tomorrow. Being tomorrow's Friday, however, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Let's look at its counter. Here, mRNA. Yeah, mRNA, big move. If it doesn't find support in this level, it's gonna flush. I don't know. I don't know if it will. I'm not saying it will. I mean, it's these vaccine stocks have been on a tear lately. Right now, the ones that I like the most are PFE, NVAX, and J&J. PFE, we had the earnings here, and then it pushed up, and it's consolidating right now. I expect it to consolidate maybe one more day. Maybe Monday we might get another push on this. And J&J, I've been stalking this, and I hope I don't. Well, I might have missed it already. We'll see. I was waiting for this breakout, and you can see we got it. It's breaking out right now. I mean, we were literally at all-time highs on this stock. Yeah, I think that's all-time highs. Yeah. So let's see, what was that? 175. So right around there is when we got it. Yeah. I want to see a pullback. I'm not going to long it. I mean, look at the move it's made today so far. I mean, it's just straight up. I mean, I'm not going to long that. I'd be stupid. to long that right now. So I'll wait. I'll wait to see if we can get a pullback. Let's see. Ideally, I would like a pullback to the VWAP area and see if it holds. But yeah, you can tell it's the strength in it. On the daily. PFE, NVAX, and let's look at BNTX. I think it was a little weaker. Yeah, and BNTX it's since it made that huge move like mRNA did. They do have a little bit more weakness on them right now. So the ones I'm concentrating on are mRNA, PFE, and J&J at the moment. Open PMBL. I hate I missed PMBL. Okay. Okay, so ACY is off my list for now. KMBE, man, it's still trying to get above that 50-day. It's looking a lot better though. It's looking a lot better. Yeah, you could take a position on this. I mean, and risk to the initial morning high, whether it be stock or options. I'm not gonna take a position on it because, of course, I can't trade everything. I already got several open positions. Let's see. Yeah, so I think I'm done trading for today anyway. AMVS. I don't see any. Okay, yesterday. Completes dosing of Parkinson's disease patients. Okay. Trial. Okay. So on AMVS, the first thing is you're going to have resistance here at the trade line, $46 area. Also lines up with this little gap. Well, actually, the little gap is, let's see, 43.50. Okay, 43.50. Okay, so you're right at that gap. Yeah, right at that gap. So you have to wait for a pullback on this. Yeah, 41. Let's see if anything else lines up with this. Yeah, I'd like to see a pullback, $41.50, $41 area on AMVS to take a long position, but it does look very good on the daily, other than the fact that this could be a bear flag on it, and the trade line just push it down lower. I want to see it get above the trade line. It's either that or it's going to break the 200-day and have more downside. Reminds me. This is being so stubborn. So I have a put option. I have a put option on UPS off their earnings. We had that sell off, but so far it's not giving up. It's not. My plan was that it was going to break this level and then just flush to the downside. It does not look like it's going to do that. I'm going to end up selling this for a loss if it continues the way, because the trade line's curling. It's curling. It's trying to curl up. If this stock manages to close above the trade line and trade line starts to curl in the next couple of days, then it's probably going to go into test that gap. So if it does, I'm going to be out big on it. And unfortunately, my calls expire. I mean, my puts expire on the 20th. So I'm running out of time. Running out of time on this. This has been very disappointing on that one. Anyway, Clove, come on, Clove. Where's Wall Street bets when you need them? Okay, I don't need that no more. So looks like we're holding a nice little uptrend. So now, yeah, now I'm going to use, since this uptrend line is right around VWAP, I'm just going to use VWAP as my stop, which would be about the $9 area. Keep my loss small, very small, in case it doesn't work out. I should be pretty close to even if I stop out. It's going to be a very minimal loss if I stop out, unless I'm not watching it when it happens. Okay, so low, going my stop to $9 area. Okay, let's see what else. Let's take a look over here. Okay. Oh, good RX. Oh man, good RX. Good RX. I believe they reported earnings as well. Yeah, earnings beat. Jesus, left a lot of good plays here. Again, you can't beat yourself over missing a stock. I mean, it's disappointing, um, but you can't catch all of them. You cannot catch all of them plays. Let me just for charting purposes here on this, let me zoom in a little bit. Let's see, go with. You see this? How it put in this wedge here off that push. When on good RX, GDRX, once it breaks to the upside here, that's your cue to take call options. Stop slightly below VWAP, which would be below this trend line as well. So very minimal risk on this. And look at the move it made. Man, I wish I'd have been watching it. I was concentrated. Around this time, I was trading UPST and U, so kind of took all of my attention there, especially UPST, because it's a pretty volatile stock to trade. But we're going to keep this on watch. We could see more upside on this tomorrow or maybe Monday. On these earnings winners like this, two things. The next day, if it gaps down a little bit, actually a couple of things here. If it gaps down a little bit, as soon as you see it get back above the prior day's close with an increase in volume, that's your buy signal. Okay. If it just pushes higher, you wait for a pullback. If you gap up and you come test this prior day's close and it holds support, then you can look for an entry. If it just pushes higher, then you just wait for a pullback somewhere, draw out the fibs, and look for a pullback to a level, maybe a prior high on the daily or whatever. But if it does neither of those things and it just puts in, like say it gaps down a little bit, sells off, but it holds right here, then you look for the following day, which would be Monday in this case. Then you would look for it to get above the high of Friday's price action, and that's your buy signal for the stock. So these are going to be on watch up until at least Monday, and depending on the price action, depending on the price action that we get in tomorrow, then we'll decide what to do with whether we keep keep them on watch or not. But yeah, this above the 50-day, 34.23. So we're gonna put, don't have to be exact. Yay. Yeah, we'll just let that one go. Let it extend. It's okay. Dog one more time. Orders open, open. Okay, Clove. Okay, Clove. Maybe now we get the push. We're into power hour. Show me the power. Show me the power on this. Let's see. All right. We're nearing 10% profits on this. So yeah, I mean I'm gonna take some profits. See, the high of the day was 965. That's the high of the day, but I'm probably gonna take some profits right around 950. Yeah. So right here is where I would take some profits. And if I get about 30%, if my option premium gets to about 30% profit before I even get to that, then I'm gonna secure some profit. 30% profit is a good profit. Let's see, PLTR. Are you doing anything? No, you're not doing much, are you? NVAX. What are you doing, NVAX? Okay, NVAX. I need volume to come into you. Need volume. I'd like to get first profit taken off of NVAX. Feel a lot better if I did. Sono, I believe, also reported earnings, but let's see, Sono, yeah, earnings, but it kind of just sold off for the rest of the day. Yeah, I'm not touching this, even though it's getting above VWAP. It is getting a little bit of increase in volume, but it's going to have resistance right here. Either way, so if you do enter the stock, I would be taking first profits or some profits in front of this level. Just in case it does not break that. I do like that also on the 15-minute trade line. I mean, on the 15-minute chart, you're also getting a trade line VWAP cross on it. So that is also a good sign for it. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad place to enter a trade on this, but I'm just not entering it. I'm not going to risk that. BNBL. EXPI had earnings a couple days back, several days ago, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so see what I mean? They just keep pushing higher. I expect this to break through this level. Not today, maybe tomorrow, and push higher. Okay. Yeah, 54.40. Key level to watch on this. Let's see. What do we have there? No, not interested in that. Not interested. Not interested. Okay, nope. NOVN. Oh, what do we got here? NOVN earnings. Yeah, they also reported earnings. Okay. Volume spike on here. Let's see, where's Okay. Draw out our fibs. Yeah, this thing's gonna go. Okay, look at the daily 200-day right above us, 1088. Okay, so I'm not gonna chase this. I'm just gonna let it go to see if it can break through that 200-day. See if it's got enough strength to do that. 50-day was at 950. So we're gonna put a line there, 950, 50-day. Okay, so since this thing has momentum, ideally, if you can get a fill around the $10 level, you could put your stop slightly below the 50-day, which is also below VWAP anyway. So, if it's strong, it should hold VWAP. It's an aggressive trade, so you would have to be quick at taking some profits on this. You can see it. I mean, it touched 1006, and it's trying to find support. I'm not going to enter this. It's 219. If volume continues, strength continues in it, it could push in after hours. Yeah, I mean the daily. First, I mean, this is a bag holder chart. You can see it just. I mean, got all them wicks. And the max it pushes usually it's 2 days. So it's yeah. This is an ugly chart. But again, earnings. I mean, the earnings winners have been hot here lately. So if it closes above the 200-day, it could move in after hours. If it doesn't, it could still push. I mean, so watch for that 200-day to get broken either now or in after hours. 1090 area. I mean, and we got upside on it. Let's see. That's $11. Yeah, it lines up with the 200-day, $11 area. Got a gap to fill right there at around 1390. So yeah, we get above that 200-day, it's got some upside. You're gonna have some minor resistance, $12 area, but you have upside to at least 1390 on this. Those are your levels. AMTX. What is going on with AMTX? Earnings. All earnings. Don't forget about Globe or NVAX. HIMS also had earnings. Disappointing in the price action on that. Disappointed. Okay. I'm going to keep it on watch for tomorrow. Fossil. Don't tell me this is earnings. Yeah, earnings. Of course. Okay, not interested in that though. Nah. Nope. So I'm just going through the list on my screener here on Street Smart Edge. And the ones that catch my eye, the ones I look at. INO is INO has been consolidating all this time. Might be ready to make a move. We got increase in volume on the daily, gapping up above the 200-day. Yeah, this is interesting. Definitely gonna keep this on watch. For tomorrow. Which let me check on SRNE. yeah, yeah, looking pretty much the same. Okay, I got some long call options on SRNE. I'd like to come test this level. We'll see. I've got plenty of time on them so far. We shall see. NVAX disappointed me. It's not making the move I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna close this out and gonna go grab a bite to eat before the market closes. Watch Clove, and hopefully we push to test that high of the day on this thing. Yep. One more look at index. Okay. I will see y'all next time.